in Denver. Today, it all starts the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Denver Broncos. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. The solid stick on. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's Nix to throw right away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Silva. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw is Nix. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Nix from the shotgun. Right to the right sideline, and it falls. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now it's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And they'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 56 yards. And the Ravens will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover, too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. Nix to the air. Now he's going to step up and run. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guy the first down.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Jackson now off the bootleg. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Nick's going to give to Hardy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jackson now to return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8, leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny them the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
That is incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. MA26. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. Working out of the gun is Nix. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
On the option right is Jackson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now a 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and 20 at the 14-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Luke now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Broncos 7.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Lamar changing the play. Right back to him on first down. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On second down, they'll run it here. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And all the way down 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey.
Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Touchdown! From 21 yards away.
And the Broncos get a bit closer. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They go play action with Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ellis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson now.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nick Benito.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Fighting through, he's got space. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes is quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and 8.
They go play action now. Jackson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
In motion left, Bateman.
Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Third down. Third and long.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down at a yard. To throw is Nix. Throw left side, there's London.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll work the middle here with Wright.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes second down. Now it's Nix. And this throw incomplete. I'm going to figure all over at that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I'm just going to say it with me. That was a
mistake.
Yeah, sure, without a doubt. Because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Now Jackson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Completes this one to Pickens.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
That ties the game at 27. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick
Both
off.
these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
So left side, it's complete.
Still going inside the 20.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead.
27.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here's first down.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
He's on his way.
And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.